What's good, everybody? It's your girl Valerie. So sorry that I'm so sweaty. So if you see me just get my beauty blender and like tap off my sweat, then just don't mind me, okay? Well, for today's video, I thought what better to come back to my channel than with a fucking story time. And of course, I didn't just want to pick any story time. I wanted to pick one of the craziest story times. So for this story time, I'll tell you guys about the first time I ever tripped on acid. And let me put a little PSA out there, okay? Okay, kids. If you guys are watching this and you guys are young, please, don't do as I do. Do as I say, okay? And I am saying do not do drugs, kids. I don't recommend drugs. I don't promote drugs, okay? Just putting that little FYI PSA. I'm not promoting that shit, okay? I'm not telling you guys now go out and buy some acid and do it. No, like quite the opposite. Don't fucking do it, okay? Just because I did it doesn't mean that you guys should do it. Point blank, period. Before I get into this story time, let me just whip out my bag. Rolling a blunt skate so I can smoke it to the face by myself because I'm lame. Enjoy me being a dumb bitch struggling to gut a Dutch because your girl doesn't know how to do it properly, okay? Literally, the struggle is fucking real. Gently down the door. Y'all don't know what's wrong with me. So let's just get into this fucking video, okay? Where do I begin? So when I first took acid, I was actually planning it. I had planned it with my friend, and we're gonna name my friend Bob, okay? Billy Bob. Me and Bob, we were talking about doing acid for like a day or whatever, we were like planning on doing this shit, right? And then I told him, oh, I found some blah blah blah, so you want to do it? And then he was like, yeah, okay. And then I had got it the day before because me and Bob lived pretty far from each other. So then I had got it the day before, and then I went over his house and I was staying at his house. Then we were like, all right, so we're gonna take it tomorrow early in the morning when you get here. And I had gotten there like at 8 in the morning or like 7:30, and then we took it at 8. So yeah, I was with Bob, and once I got to Bob's house, we're like, all right, we're gonna take it, blah blah blah. We're gonna take it during the day, so like it would last the whole day, but instead of at nighttime that you would just stay up all night and then like not fucking sleep and like just be like a nocturnal bat. I could have just said bat, but whatever. I'm gonna start from when I capped it. I got my acid from a friend of mine. He actually had like drops of acid. It wasn't even like a stamp, like a regular stamp, like how normally you would get it. He had drops of it, and it was kind of cool. Like I never seen that shit, and I never had done it, so I was like, oh shit, this is like legit. I'm sorry if I'm looking down, by the way. I'm just like rolling right now. So the guy that I had the acid from, he told me, oh, buy some candy so I could just drop the acid on it. So I got candy. I'll insert pictures if I can. It was like a sour apple candy. And then he told me, yeah, just bring the candy and I'm gonna drop it on it. I went with my friend, and then he got like his own, and then I got mine and Bob's. I waited till the next day till I saw Bob. And then me and Bob were like, oh, okay, we're gonna take it now, right? So it was like 8 a.m. and that's when we took it. Mind you, Bob has done this before. I forgot to mention that. But I felt safe because I actually trusted Bob at the time, and like whatever, I just felt safe, Me and Bob had gone through some shit. and whatever, I felt safe with him. I was like, alright, bet. And like, no, it was literally just us at his house. Like, finally fucking took that shit. And then it took like probably like an hour, or like, or not even, probably less, honestly. It probably took like 45 minutes to hit or some shit like that. It finally started hitting, and then like I was like sitting down on his bed, and like I just remember like looking up at the ceiling and looking at the walls and shit, and like everything started like moving, like changed colors and crazy shit. And that was the first psychedelic I've ever done, so it was crazy for me. I was like, what the fuck? And the wall started like breathing, and like it just started like moving. And then I started looking up at the ceiling. Legit was just like moving and like fucking like turning into different colors. And I kept like telling Bob, I was like, oh my god, this is fucking crazy. I've never seen this shit before. He was tripping too. I remember honestly like what Bob would say, but I just remember that I was tripping hard. At one point, I guess I was peeking or some shit. I felt like, oh my god, like I need to get out of this house. I felt very enclosed. I don't know why. Coming like in, I don't know, like I just wanted to go outside and like just breathe fresh air. Finally, like I had told that to Bob, and then Bob was like, you want to like just walk to a park? It wasn't like super far from his house. It was like maybe like a 10-15 minute walk or some shit. I was like, yeah, let's do it, like because I wanted to do something. I wanted to get out of the house. Like I didn't want to just be in there. Finally, like we started going, whatever. We were like laughing and giggling the whole entire time. We were like on some other shit, I'm telling you. Like we were literally like super fucked up. We were walking to the park. Oh my god, this was great. And like the world just looked so fucking different. It didn't even look like the world. Like it just didn't look like my normal reality. Everything just looked so like fake. And everybody, oh my god, this was the crazy part. The way I was looking at people, I mean like the way I was seeing people, you know at the fair that you know how they have those mirrors that like you like, you know, like look big and small and big and small. So yeah, you kind of look like that. IG shit saw everyone like that. Like I saw the whole world in that way. Like everybody that came my way was looking like big and small and big and small. But I wasn't scared of it. I was like actually like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like this is so cool. Like it's just a different world. I'm just not used to it. But like it's fucking crazy. Oh my god, let me tell you, on acid, you literally, like your senses are super heightened. So your sense of vision, obviously, then your sense of hearing is also insane, because you'll be hearing shit that like you normally like don't hear, or like you hear shit that's a lot louder. Your sense of smell, like I don't think about taste because I wasn't even like hungry at all. Your sense of touch also heightened. Like everything was heightened. So I was walking to the park, whatever, and me and Bob, we were walking together, right? And we were just there, we were walking, and like we were like walking fast too. And then at one point, me and Bob, we were getting closer to the park, but there was like someone walking behind us from like a distance. So like I was walking, me and Bob were walking here, both of us, right? And then there was just like a person like just walking, like we were on the sidewalk going to the park, and it was just like a random person. Like they were, I don't fucking know, just walking to their home, I don't know. And all of a sudden, like I'm walking and I'm not really like, we weren't talking, we were just focused on getting to the park. And I was like looking at the whole entire like universe. We weren't really like talking. And then Bob all of a sudden just like stopped, and like I was just like walking, and then all of a sudden I look, and I'm like looking to the side, and I didn't see Bob, and I'm like, where'd you go? And I turn around, and then I go back, and I'm like, why'd you stop? He was like, I don't fucking like people. He's like, I don't like people walking behind me. And I'm like we were almost getting to the park, and then whatever, we finally got to the park. We stayed there for hours, and we were just there like tripping, talking, like we're talking so much. Me and Bob, we were having long ass talks, and we were right by like a river, and we were in this really nice park.
It wasn't such a nice park. The park that we went to had a lot of people that did drugs.
And at one point we were even like just sitting down on the grass, and like I would just feel the grass, and it was just so nice, and I was just like listening to music, and I was just so like happy. Dude, I just realized how much of a hippie I sound like. It was just great. It was an awesome time. Yeah. That shit was crazy. We ended up smoking. I still was feeling like the acid like heavy, and he's like, oh, you want to go back home? And I was like, yeah, let's go. So he orders a Lyft this time, and oh my god, that Lyft ride was the funniest shit ever. So we got in the Lyft, and we were just like laughing to our, like, the whole entire time. We were laughing because like the person that picked us up was just very funny. It was just like an inside thing between me and Bob. So we finally got home after that, and then we started watching movies, and we were just hanging out. And yeah, my first time doing acid honestly was pretty fucking great. I loved it. I think I discovered a lot of good music, and like I was actually listening to like a lot of different music at that time. Well, yeah, I guess like that's what helped me discover like the music I love today. And yeah, so thank you, Bob. I was up until like probably like 3, I would say, and I took it at 8. So just do the math. That's like 16 hours of straight like tripping. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I wasn't gonna sit here and I wasn't gonna like tell you, oh my god, like I fucking saw like pink elephants and I felt fucking like was floating on a cloud. Like, no. But I'm gonna tell you that I just felt a lot more connected to like people, and I felt a lot more connected to like fucking music, and I don't know, it was just like kind of like opening up my mind. And the thing is, like, before that, I was very like scared of doing acid. I was very scared of doing psychedelics. I was scared of that shit. I was like, oh my god, like I don't know what the fuck that is, like what am I gonna see? But I was fine, and I actually really liked it, and I enjoyed it so much. And yeah, and then after that I did it like 3-4 more times. If you want to hear more acid stories, like the other acid stories, because I have a lot, and I have like also shroom stories, and those are great too. And I also have a lot of stories to tell. I haven't even lit this blunt. Like, hold the fuck up. At least let me light it before I go. Cheers, guys. I hope you guys are smoking along, or fucking drinking, or eating. I just hope you're doing it. Stay high, but you guys don't stay productive, then you guys suck. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Please like if you guys want, subscribe if you guys want to see more, click the little bell if you guys want to get notified whenever I post. So yeah, stay tuned for some more fucking videos, and I hope I see you guys in the next one. Adios, motherfuckers.
It ain't all good, that's true. Things ain't going like things should. It's all on you. It ain't all good, that's true. Things ain't going like things should. It's all on you.